Hey, my Planet Coaster friends, Johnny5 Alive here, and welcome to the Coaster Contest voting form. Just want to start off by saying your vote is extremely important to us. Last time for the Flume Contest, we have 300 plus votes, and it really helps to give all of our members the most decisive points possible, the best ratings possible, and we truly do appreciate every single one of you guys voting. So please do take the time to vote. It's a lot of fun. I personally voted myself recently, and I had so much fun deciding who deserved what stars and why, and as well as who deserved first, second, and third. So it's a lot of fun, and this form alone took me about 12 hours to make. So it was a labor of love, and I hope you guys enjoy interacting with it as much as I did making it. And if you guys want to get voting right away, the voting form is in the description down below, but please do listen to what I have to say so that you're not too confused going into it. What this is going to go through is your individual star rankings, giving people stars. So you're going to be able to say, like, this creator deserves this many stars and why, and this helps them get points in general. The top three bracket voting is saying, I think this person in this bracket, the builder bracket, deserves first, second, and third, and then that's it. In the old Planet Coaster 1 system, we only had per bracket voting, which meant basically 90% of people just wouldn't get points. By having stars, you get on straight onto the leaderboard, you get a GPA, a grade point average, and then additionally, we get the stars to add on top of that to further separate the high scoring winners from the average GPA scorers. Hopefully that makes sense. You will be required to log into Google, and it will track your email, and that is to prevent more than one person voting per member. So one vote per person. We don't want people spamming over and over and over, as it can skew the votes. Here's a guide on our kind of like how to vote or how to think of a builder. So 1 star is a builder, 2 advanced, 3's expert, 4's master, and 5's legendary. And this means if you gave someone a 5-star, you think that they're building at a legendary quality. If you gave someone a 3-star, you think they're building at an expert quality. And we just wanted to give this a kind of a diagram, and we've added in 6, 7, 8, 9 stars for the respective upper ranks as well, which brings us to our new system, which I'd like to cover really quickly, which is that of the unlocked potential. So quick TLDR, in the Flume Contest and the previous system, as I mentioned, the stars are important because it gives you your GPA, and that's what we introduced with Planet Coaster 2 and the Flume Contest, which we didn't have before. So it's great to be able to give people score overall. However, when we did 5 for everybody, and then we let people vote per bracket, people would go in there and go, oh, this person did a 5-star for a builder. And what they didn't realize in context is all ranks were kind of the same at this stage, right? Because if you gave a builder a 5-star, you're basically saying that they're a legend. And we wanted that to be the intention of the design because we do think some builders build like legends. But about half of the people voted on a linear scale and the other half voted on a non-linear scale, meaning this person said, oh, it's 5 for a builder, but what they really meant to say was it's a 2 or a 3, like it's expert quality. It's way above where they should be for a builder. Here's a 5-star, not really realizing the intent is that all ranks were kind of the same in the 5-star system. So to avoid confusion and to better improve the system, we wanted to gamify it in 2 ways. 1, limit the amount of growth you can actually give someone to avoid people from voting incorrectly. So now builders are locked at 3 stars. The downside to that is we can never truly see if a builder did do legendary work. Yes, it's a downside, but on the same side of that, it's to be expected. As you rank up, you should have more potential to get more of a GPA. So if a builder does get 3 stars from everyone, it will indicate that they're building at an expert level or higher, and thus they will likely be promoted to expert for the next contest, and there they will be able to show even more potential, and so on and so forth. So that is basically the second reason for the change of the system, is to earn your rank. This entire system is based on letting people compete against each other within their own bracket. So even though the builders only have 3 stars, they're only competing against the other builders, so it doesn't really matter unless you look at the grand overall scale of things. But generally speaking, advanced builders, experts, masters, and so on should normally perform much higher than the respective lower ranks anyways. So we're adding just kind of more of a comprehensible structure to things. As you rank up, your potential unlocks. And if you want to show your maximum potential, you must then rank up. If you're very skilled at the game in the lower brackets and you're getting a lot of stars, you're going to quickly rank up and get more stars, and you'll quickly be where you should be, getting the max amount of stars. And that is the whole design philosophy with the new system, which also prevents people from voting wrong in the first place, and it allows everyone to be on the same page when voting. So we really are proud of this new system, but we also are open to feedback to hearing what your guys' thoughts down in the comments, as well as on Discord. So in terms of the voting form, it's laid out in the format of the video episodes. We did a random order. For example, episode 1 had a master, an advanced builder, a builder, and an advanced builder. So we randomized how we presented creations for this contest. So I thought it'd be much easier to do it the same way for voting. So here I have the episode for you guys. You can actually click it and watch it, and you can see the timestamps here. So if you want to go see what, Cut Cold Cone Factory was by Catmunder, you can just simply jump to that part of the video and see it there. You can also click this. It's a hyperlink, and it'll open up a new tab going straight to that timestamp. Very helpful there if you need a refresher if the picture's not working good enough for you. Now, going back to my previous thing here about where builders are and all that sort of thing, master being that of a 4-star, I put that here as well as a reference point. So this is a master builder, which we consider to be a 4-star by default. So in theory, this builder should be getting 4 stars, and we really appreciate it if you guys can give 4 stars. And also, please don't rig the votes in the case of I'm just going to give everybody 1s, but my favorite creations the most, because that is skewing the scales, and we do see that. And if we see people blatantly cheating, we do have the right to remove those. So we want everybody to, at least think of things in fairness. If you truly believe that they built at an advanced level, that is fine, right? But we just don't want this 1s and 5s, and just kind of being egregious. It's much easier to take stars away from someone in this case, because they should be getting a 4, and you can remove a lot of stars, than it is to add lots more. So we do respect everybody's voting opinions, but we also want you to respect the system as well, and not exploit it. So that's all we ask here. So you can go in here and decide, is this builder building at their level, below their level, really below their level, or do they deserve to go up to legend, right? And this will determine their GPA. So if they're getting lots of 4s and 5s, they're going to land somewhere around a 4.5 GPA or 4.6, and then their fellow competitors in the master bracket may be getting more or less 4 or 3 stars, and their GPA might be slightly lower. And the more votes we get, the more granular of a point decimal tiebreaker we get, plus the top 3 first, second, and third place votes added on top of that to further give them more score. So basically just go through these, and you have your guide on if they're building at advanced level, below, or above, or really above. And in this case, they could be as high as at a master level. And and you just go through and pick your stars based off of your opinions on how well the builder did, with some reminders of the videos and screenshots. Once you've given all the individual star ratings, you'll go over to the next page, and this will be the per bracket voting. And this is essentially who are your top 3. Now, in the previous contest, what we do is had the stars here, and you pick all the stars, and then you would vote your top 3. Because we did the other format, it was a lot more work to do it this way, because now they're just reminders. So note to myself, in the future, I think at least for voting, it helps to have the stars here, so you can, if I pick 5 on this one, 4 on this one, and 3 on this one, I kind of know that's first, second, and third when I get down to here. And not having that here is a bit of a shame. However, I wouldn't have been able to put the timestamps in the videos, because all the videos are all out of order and they're all over the place. So going forward, I definitely do feel like maybe showcasing all of the creations per bracket works out better in terms of voting. So we'll look at these and we go, okay, Master Engineer was my favorite, this was my second favorite, this was my third favorite, and then you simply go boom, 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 boom. And if you're wondering how this affects things, if we gave Master Engineer 7 stars when we were doing our starring system, first place would give them 3 points, second place would give them 2 points, and third place would give them 1 point in addition to their star. So in this case, they got 7 stars and then 3 from first place for a total of 10 points. So this scoring system for first, second, third definitely adds a good impactful amount of points to every person you've chosen. And anyone that got 4th place or lower are still getting pretty high on the leaderboard based off how many stars you gave them, and they're not left in the dust, and everybody is going to win on some level. From there, you go over to the Legends and Pioneers, same process, to Grandmasters, Masters, Experts, Advanced, Builders, and in this case, we were very shocked with this contest. We had a lot of unranked builders. Oh, we love you guys. We didn't have anything for unranked. We came up with Wookie suggested the janitor. I thought it was hilarious, but we added it in an unranked. It's a happy poop, guys. We love you. Poopy unranked. We had 35 unranked members and 35 builders. So rather than having a gigantic group of 70, I figured it'd be fair to separate them. It's more winners overall. Everybody likes winning. It's pretty cool. But I'm actually shocked because at the end of the Flume contest, there were only 6 builders that didn't receive promotions. And suddenly we have 35 builders and 35 unranked members in this new contest. Just when we thought we promoted everybody out of the builder bracket, 70 new ones showed up. So it just shows how much constant growth we're getting with this community. So hopefully we see a lot of these guys get promotions, and the next contest, maybe we get another flood of unranked builders again. It's been a lot of fun though. And when you're down the forum, you're going to be able to send yourself a copy of the response if you so choose. But when you hit submit, there will be a thing verifying that your submit has been received. So you'll see that pop up and you're good, and that's it. That's all you need to do, and pretty straightforward, guys. So we appreciate you guys taking the time to vote. I hope you have fun with the voting system. I can't wait to show you guys the graphs. As the more people we get the vote, the better. The more decisive GPAs we get, better leaderboard we will create for everybody. Let me know what you think of the new star voting system as well. We think the changes will make things better for everyone, while still allowing people to score much higher than their current rank. So that's all the information you need to know. Get voting, guys. Links are down in the description below. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye now.